Okay, so let's go into how to determine body composition. And this is going off of a visual, which is not scientifically accurate, especially with the other variables that would exist as far as like body image distortion, some of those type of things. So this is why I jokingly said in Arizona, ask the person next to you to tell you what they think your body composition is, okay? And of course, nobody took me up on that, especially if it was your spouse. But if we look at the pictures and you're honest with yourself, we may be able to get within a ballpark of where we think it is. And then we do have a number that we can start to work with, okay? If I enter a weight of 160 and I believe my body composition is somewhere around here, 15%, if I know for sure off of an in-body or body caliper test or some other way of which I figured it out, I'm gonna put in my body fat percentage, 15%. I'm gonna get a number that is gonna be representing fat mass, okay? 24 pounds of fat mass. Now, I take my weight minus my fat mass, and that leaves me with lean body mass, 136. What we just talked about was our maximum amount of protein that I want in a fat burning state. If I'm not in a fat burning state, I can do up to 1 gram of protein per body weight pound. Doesn't matter. But if I'm trying to stay in fat burn, I have a maximum, and that's going to be 136. So I just go 136 lean up to 136 here for my protein. Okay? Now, how you determined your total energy expenditure, I showed you how to do it using the .fit fitness format or platform. And then if we just go off of generic means, this is how we would do it. We have some great resources under the 3 and 3 program on our personal websites, our optavia.com websites. So you can go in there and you can figure it out there. They're roughly going to be within 100 calories depending on which formula they use, which was revised from the 60s and the 80s and in the 2000s. So again, we're getting a starting number, and whether we're losing 2.1 pounds a week or 1.99 pounds a week, we should be able to make adjustments to correct anything if we want to get that detailed, okay? So here we have our 2,300 calories. It's based off of goal weight times 15, okay? And then I'm going to subtract my calorie deficit that I'm shooting for, which is going to be 1,000 because I want to lose 2 pounds per week. And then that's going to give me this particular number here. If I take my 136 grams of protein, multiply it by 4, that's 554. Which is being 85 grams times 4, that's 340. Okay? Whereas we can add them together, we can subtract them from this amount. So 1310 minus 544 minus 340 equals 426, or the amount of calories remaining coming from fat grams. We divide that by 9, we get 47 grams of fat. Okay? So this worksheet put together this way was meant to be able to give you examples while we were in the summit together, going off of visuals and not going off of real science, scientific numbers. So when we have the ability to get a true body composition, we want to get that level of accuracy, okay? When we can go through the full, any one of these tools here to figure out what our total energy expenditure is using .fit or the Optavia, then let's do that and figure out exactly what our TEE is, and then figure out our calorie deficit from there. In most cases, it's somewhat irrelevant because if we're just following 5 and 1, it's going to be a set number of calories. Okay, so it's not until we start making adjustments, or if we want to start creeping into a higher level of calories that may reduce the amount of total fat loss in a shorter period of time, but it's going to give us better consistent results by being able to stick to program without having cheat days or accidental snackings and those type of things. Then in the long run, it's going to offer us way better results and better averages over time.